So I'm going to start off with my brows. I'm going to be getting my wee brow brush, my wee brow spoolie, and I'm just going to be sweeping those hairs up first. And I am going to be using my Makeup Studio brow gel today in the shade Dark. And I am going to get my little small angled brush. You can see how nice and fine that is, which is great for using when you're using a brow gel. And that is my Inglot 3110. So I'm just putting a bit of the product onto the brush. And what I like to do then is just at the back of my hand, sort of tapping the product onto my hand, getting off any of the excess product so you're not overloading, and just sort of tapping down that brush to make sure it's nice and fine for doing your brows. So, and again, sort of sweeping the brow up. I always like to sort of start in the center of the brow, and I'll be working my way towards the tail first. So with your product, and also you can see by brushing up the brow hair where your natural growth of your brow is, and I sort of like to tend to stick with the natural growth of the brow, just so it doesn't end up that the brows are looking too big or overlined or anything like that. So just starting in the middle, bringing it up to the curve, and then bringing that curve down into the tail. Okay, so that's your first line. And then with the excess product that's already on your brush, I just bring that forward into the front of the brow. So you can just see it's just nice sort of gentle strokes as well. Gentle strokes to start off with to get that product on. And then to get your line at the top, I just like to brush the brow hair down, and again you can see all those like the natural growth of the brow. And the same again, putting on a wee bit of extra product and then just taking off that extra product on the back of your hand, and again starting in the center of the brow, and you're doing it straight, and then once you get over to the curving it down into the tail, and then just joining up with the other bottom line. Okay, and the same just with the excess product, bringing that into the front of the brow. And then I'm just going to sweep that hair back, and then you're just you're just filling in the middle of the brow then. Okay, and then just taking a look at it. So I sort of want to make this a wee bit more curved up here. So take a step back and have a good look at the brow. And constantly just going back in again with your wee spoolie, making sure that product is through the brow. And then just with the excess product again on the brush, I just sort of sweep that through the front of the brow, just so it doesn't leave the front of the brow too dark. Okay, and then I am going to be using, for my concealer today, I'm going to be using Lancome in the shade Ivory. And to put on my concealer, I'm going to be using the Zoeva soft concealer brush. So putting a bit of that product onto the brush. And then what I like to do first is with the excess product, put that sort of right underneath the brow before you start carving it into, so you don't end up with too much product too close to the brow, and you're just carving out underneath it. You're just following the shape of the brow. So that's just putting the shape underneath it. And then just with the rest of the product, just putting that all over the lid. And then you're just tapping that product in, which will help it stay on a lot better. And then I'm just going to get my concealer blender, 145 by Zoeva, and I'm just going to blend out those edges. And that's how I do my brows.